Guys, what's up? This is going to be a rundown of the patch that happens tomorrow. Usually, it's the start of the season, but usually this patch is, I would say, kind of small. Like they make a lot of changes, but usually the meta change starts like mid-season. Anyways, I think there's going to be some meta changes, but as usual, you just have to wait and see what high elo players are going to play. Like it's really hard to guess, to be honest. Anyways, let's get on. So there's a new hero. Okay, this is just a TLDR. So there's gonna be a new support hero. This deer. We call her Yao, like Yao Ming. Okay, seems like a skin. So her passive is if she takes hard CC, not soft CC, she turns into a deer and gets new spells. She can't be attacked and she can't attack other people. Well, I think she refreshes her spell CDs. And I think enemies around her get slowed by 30%. I'm not sure. I think this hero is completely broken like her. She has so much to her kit and she's a support and yeah. First spell, you can see from this gif, it auto aims, like you can send it in a direction and then it's so stupid. If it finds an enemy in that direction, it will home onto them and then you can see stun them for zero point 0.5 seconds. Well, yeah, it says stun, but it's a knock up for 0.5 seconds. I don't know, it's not clear. In the GIF, it seems like it knocks up and stuns. Anyways, broken. Like, what is this? She's broken level 1 because of this, right? She can't CC. And then, so this is part of her ult, but I'll just explain. When she goes into ult, her ult is she can go into somebody, and when she's inside someone, she can use her other spells. And when she uses her S1 when inside someone, it gains a 20% bonus homing distance. I'm not sure if it's 20% bonus like distance it travels, or it's 20% bonus on the area it looks for. It's not clear in this. Anyways. So apparently when she's a deer, she gets spells as well, but she can't attack people. So her deer S1 is she can leave deer form. What is this? She has like 17 different spells. Anyway, second spell. So this is a very basic spell. If she turns this on, it hits people around her automatically. So it's pretty brain dead. And she can't auto when she's using this spell. It's not much. It's not that special, right? And then when she's inside someone, she gains 20% bonus AOE around her. And in deer form, she can jump. What is this? So yeah, to recall, deer form is when she gets CC'd, right? So her ult, as explained before, she can go into somebody and she gives that person a shield, and the shield can block true damage as well, and magic and physical. It refreshes all of her CDs when she goes into someone. And when that guy loses his shield, you get forcibly dropped down. If you do it yourself, like manually, it refunds part of your ult CD. And then in deer form, your ult is it increases the passive slow. So remember earlier I said there was a 30% slow. So it increases the range of that. What is this hero? I don't know. She seems to have like 7 billion different passives and abilities. She'll be broken, I think. Like the meta for support now is like obviously in rank heroes that can scout and engage are really strong. So she can do that with her S1, right? And two, she's supposed to like she looks like a range squishy hero support, but since she can't really die from her passive, and she can buff ADC and go invulnerable basically in her ult, I think like she's gonna be really strong, right? Like you can't attack her when she's in her ult, so if she uses her spells, there's no counterplay. So I think this hero is like broken. I don't know what they're thinking. Like if she turns out to be broken, I hope they nerf her instantly, like Bomberman or whatever, because it seems like you can even play her mid. I would, yeah, I'm not really a fan of this. Like, it doesn't seem like the releases before, like Pig and that guy called Pangu, like they're broken, right? But they require like quite a bit some skill, and they're like not easy to play. Like, it's very hard to see their strengths if they're not that good. Like, it's hard to, like, what's the word? It's hard to demonstrate their OP-ness, you know what I mean? And that's a good design. But this seems like clearly very brain dead. I don't know. We'll see. Remember, this hero had to get reworked like 5 times on the beta, so clearly she has something like busted. Anyway, random event shit, free shit as usual. Stop complaining like some hoes. Like, you get free shit. Okay, this is whatever. You're probably like, if you're listening to this, you're probably like diamond, right? So you're gonna drop to plat. Congratulations, man. And I'm like a warlord who's here. Just kidding. Anyways, the new skin is for the cow. It looks pretty good. It changes his colors, actually. He goes like purple and stuff in his ult. It's a pretty good skin, because the previous season skins don't change any effects, usually. Okay, random stuff. More free stuff. Stop complaining. Okay, so they're nerfing Pig strategy. Okay, so actual balance changes, right? They're nerfing Pig strategy. So if you buy, what I think what they're changing is if you're the person with the lowest gold on the entire team, then you will get the actual bonus gold and XP. But if you're not the lowest, then it won't happen. So you get this thing on your head. So what this means is if 2 people are buying it and they're next to each other, one support will have more gold than the other support, right? So he won't get it. So basically they're nerfing Pig strat. Pig strat, for you guys who don't know, it's like 1 ADC and 2 supports, and they get 2 lanes at once. Anyways, it's really obnoxious in low elo, so this is a good change. But I heard from some people that it will still work. We'll see. Like, it's obvious that it's not very fun to play against, so they're doing like they're trying really hard to get rid of it. It's completely annoying. It's good in competitive, but it's annoying in ranked. So this, it's controversial, but I think it's a good change. Well, it makes sense if you think about it. For jungle items, they're removing the bonus damage to jungle camps for ranged heroes. So it'll only work on melee heroes. And I think this is a good change because the whole idea behind an ADC is you shouldn't get you shouldn't be able to farm jungle safely as an AD carry and then become like a late game monster, right? So by their definition, ADC shouldn't go into the jungle because you should like actually lane and always live under the threat of being able to get like dived or like get killed solo. So you actually have to, play the game. Like ADC is so annoying to play. Like in early game, you can't do anything. So they want every ADC to go through that. So most of them are getting pushed to side lane. But some will stay in the jungle, as you'll see later, which I will tell you all about. This is a small change that nobody really notices. It's that if you take damage and you go into a bush, you reveal your vision to the enemy, and before it was 5 seconds, but now it's 4 seconds. So if you stay in a bush for 4 seconds, you automatically the enemy loses vision of you, which is good because like there's sometimes where like you do damage mid lane, and you go back in a bush, and the enemy can still see you, right? It's anyways. So here's the hero balance. I agree with basically all of them because they've done. Sorry, my cat is sneezing a lot. Hey, it's okay. So I agree with almost all of these changes. I think they're. What? He's sneezing so many times. Are you done, dude? Anyways, sorry guys. So the first change, I agree with all these changes. By the way, they're really like they fit. Like it's clear they play the game and they fit like what I think about the game and what should get nerfed. So the first nerf is to what we call him Valheim, right? They're nerfing his S1 damage, and they're changing the slow from 90% 0.5 seconds to 30% for 1 second. So this is a really good change because before, in this patch, like today, like he can basically bully anyone in lane. His S1 does so much damage and it slows you, so he can just auto you in lane. And it's like no fun. Like he wins every lane. Like there's not a single lane he loses. He's so busted. So this is a good nerf. I think this might take him out of play, but I'm not sure because he can't win some lanes anymore. Like if the slow is 30%, some bruisers can just ignore it and turn on him. But if it's 90%, you can't even get close to him, right? This also helps like, when you dive him mid game, late game, you can't really dive him if it's 90%. But now it's kind of safe. And he doesn't do as much damage, so anyways, we'll see. This rabbit, you probably don't see her in ranked, but in my ranked games and in some low elo too, she's just so broken. Because the thing is, if she starts S2, she can clear the wave first. Like nobody can touch her. She puts the thing on the wave and she always clears the wave first. And whoever gets to clear the wave first gets to go to invade first or do like, you have initiative on the map. So they're nerfing her S2 damage to kind of like counter that. It won't change much. And they're increasing the mana. It sucks. I don't think this will change anything, to be honest. Like the scaling they're changing is not that much. I don't know. Anyways, like you don't really see this hero, right? But whoever plays it is absolutely broken on her. So what can I say? I would ban her. Like she's just if you don't have like a very good counter, she's unstoppable. She counters all melee heroes basically. So this Malok, this is a very good change because before you could like go half tank runes or like tank runes, and you could max S2 and you could not lose a single lane, like not even 1v2. So they're nerfing his shield, and this is good because that means that everyone can trade with him finally. If you play a bruiser, you can finally like actually break through his shield. His shield was just insane, right? So they're nerfing his shield, and I think like he was already kind of bad in ranked. He can't really solo carry, and he loses versus a lot of ADCs, especially this one and Hoi Yorn. He's not here, so it might be a big problem for him. He might not even see play anymore. People will just give up. But he counters this girl, so anyways, he counters a lot of heroes. So Nakalulu Kriknak is getting her S1 HP nerfed from 8% to 6%. In my opinion, this doesn't really change much because it scales off AD this one. So it goes up to like 15% late game. Like it doesn't change much. I think the only thing it'll change is like level 4, she won't be that explosive. And then like mid game, she can't kill like full tanks, Because before, if she went to a side lane and she had kind of similar gold or the same, she could kill any side lane you could think of, even the tanky ones. Even this guy, Tara, which is Chen Yaojing, like the tankiest hero, she could kill all of them. But this will kind of change it. Like, she'll still be broken in ranked, I feel like, because like most people, I think, nowadays max S2, so this doesn't change anything. Okay, so these are the buffs. This buff is insane. This hero, I don't know what you call him in English. Let's call him Lee Sin, right? They're nerfing the CDs. They're decreasing the CDs. Like 6 second CD on S1 is so broken, dude. That means this is a broken change. Like they keep buffing this hero. So, and S2 they're decreasing the CD by level. So a lot of people max S2 in lane. So can you imagine like when this is like level 5, it's 8 seconds and this is like 6 seconds. Like you could use this reliably twice in lane to trade, like, which is insane, right? Like he does so much damage. And I have a feeling this meta, like they're pushing ADCs back to side lane, right? And this guy is this guy versus ADC is not fair, man. So anyways, I think this guy will be tier 1 again. But not a lot of people like to play him, so we'll see. But he's so annoying to play against. Like if you don't know, his passive is he gets CC reduction. And if you buy the boots that give you CC reduction, he can't really get CC'd. And he does true damage. And he heals. And his S1 is in execute, like Lee Sin. So, I don't know. They've been buffing him the last few patches if you haven't noticed. So I think this one is the tipping point. So yeah, play this guy. This guy he stomps everything, man. You could play him all the way up to 1800, 1900 elo. Very good pick in my opinion this patch. This increasing Luna's S2 shield, I don't think it changes much. The thing is, Luna has always been like the hero that nobody plays, so everyone calls her trash. But then there's like the people who play her thousands of games, so they make this hero look tier 1. So it doesn't matter if you buff this, because those people who play this hero already like make up for disadvantages. So this is just making them more OP, which I do not think is a good change. Anyways, like yeah, this does nothing in reality. He's very good, increasing his S1 and ult damage. I think this change is maybe not sufficient enough, because right now his weakness is his early game and his wave clear is just pathetic. He can't do anything level 4 or 5. But I think maybe this is enough to propel him to a decent status. Like right now, I would put this guy in tier 3 or 2 or 4, you know. That's how like ghetto he's gone. I don't know. What did they write? They wrote he's really good mid-early game, but they want to buff his late game. That's so dumb. Like they don't know what they're talking about, man. Anyways, this is good because this hero is really nice to play. They're reducing the ult cooldown on Ari Musashi. This does nothing. His weaknesses are not this. It's his kit. So useless hero. Don't play this hero. Okay, so they're like, it says they're reworking him, but I feel like this is a big nerf. So they're changing his S1 to only last for 8 seconds, and they're reducing the turn speed by half. So you can't spin 360 and block every projectile anymore. And the cooldown is 4 seconds. So I like when they call it a rework, basically it means like they don't change anything about this skill. It still works the same way. You just have to be smarter about it. Like mistakes are less reliable, you know, less forgiving. S2, this cooldown increase is very big. 2 seconds is huge. So you can't spam this anymore. And you can't do like S2 and then ult, and then when you come out of ult, you S2, right? So this might be quite devastating. And then for his passive, like going into tower, he'll heal as well when he goes into tower, but they're decreasing the health that he heals the tower for, which is good because like in KPL, if you've noticed, or maybe very high elo, if you pick this hero, and like you try to siege this guy's high ground, like you can't because he just spams his heal on the tower, you know, or like the game is very close or you're chipping the mid tower, but he just heals it. It's ridiculous. You undo everything. So this is a good change in my opinion. Like the thing with this hero is he's very like bipolar, right? He blocks projectiles, so either you have a way to deal with him or not. So in my opinion, they should really like nerf him harder or rework him because he's too like black and white. It's very hard to play around this hero. Same concept goes for Bomberman. So they removed his passive that slows people. You don't have to care about that, and they reworked his S1. So it's too much like Ming Lee text. I can't be bothered to read all of it. But basically, from what I heard, like the idea is that they're removing the charges on S1, so you don't have to wait like to get charges. But if you hold the button, then you can spam charges out. And like yeah, it's too hard to explain here. You have to go into the game and see. But the idea behind this is that like when you had 5 bombs early game, it did no damage and it was useless. But when it goes to late game and you have 5 bombs, then he's the most obnoxious hero in the game. So they want to remove like this kind of like black and white like choice. And yeah, this is a good change. But you have to be in the game to see it. I've seen like photos, videos of this. S2, I don't know what they did. I don't know what it means. It doesn't matter. Just know that he got reworked. And he might be good. He's probably gonna be good. Okay, so they're reworking this guy completely to viability. Like you see there's so much Chinese. My god. Let me summarize it. Okay, so the further your checkers are away from each other, like black and white, and they explode, it increases their damage up to 200%. His Death Sickle passive, like the Undying passive, was increased to 120 seconds. If his black or white checker lands on an enemy, your auto will gain bonus distance and do double damage. Nice, because he was meant to be an auto attacker. The damage his black and white explode together for is decreased, I think, nerfed. And his auto bonus magic damage is increased. Well, is that increased? It's nerfed. Nerfed, I think. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's nerfed. Oh my god. So whenever you skill your Monkai S, dude, there's too much. What is this? Whenever you skill your S1 up and S2 maybe, you gain permanent AP and CDR. So yeah, I think if I remember correctly, the black one gives you AP and the white one, the S2, gives you CDR. And it increases your CDR cap. So you could go up to, what is it? How many? 6, right? You could go up to 58% CDR if this is what it... Yeah, I think this is what it says. 58%. Are you kidding me? And if you do damage to people with your checkers, it gives you vision of them, so you can check bushes now. And where does this come in from? I don't know what this means. It means it, whatever. You can only store 3 checkers now. The cooldown is permanently 8 seconds to compensate for the CDR gain. Oh yeah, I see. And it does dot damage. So when you land the pebble, it does dot damage on people, but you can't stack it. I didn't know he did that. So his ult... So he no longer spawns checkers in his ult. His ult simply stuns people every second. Whenever every second his ult is active, it will do damage and stun them for 0.5 seconds, and it lasts for 4 seconds. Not bad. It's being moved to 80 seconds permanently on his ult C day. And it does less damage. I guess that makes sense, right? Anyways, so let's recap. I don't know. They made a new hero, man. It feels like he has to be like built attack speed now, or he has to do more with auto attack. And it feels like because they has insane CDR now, so you actually have to do like pebbles and auto attack. I don't know. No one plays this hero, but this change seems like they like made him more fun because people hated his old like play style, but this seems like insane. Anyways, yeah. Can you imagine like the hero is too complex? I can't even wrap my head around it. Well, what can I say? Okay, so ADCs. They're doubling the true damage on Marco Polo. And they're decreasing the energy you get from 50 to 30. So this is a new change. I didn't see this before. So this true damage must be so broken. Also, his S1, whoa. Okay, so my bad. So whenever he breaks people's, whenever he does true damage to people, he gets energy back, and he only gets 30 back instead of 50. This doesn't do much because this doesn't change anything because his S1 gives energy. And then, I don't know, I think this is on any of your attacks, you do 5 bonus armor pen on minions. No, you reduce their armor by 5. I don't know. Oh no, I see. Okay, that's crazy. So every time you auto a minion, he gets 5 stacks instead of 1 stack. That's insane. Okay, so like I mean I already kind of knew, but this guy side lane will be very strong. Like not for his early game, but just he can threaten kill pressure so much now. I watched like a video, his S1 late game, it used to do like 60%, 40 to 60% of a full tank's health. Now it almost kills them with this true damage buff. So his early game will be kind of meh, but if you're like super skilled on this hero, he can make kills like it'll happen. He got bonus wave clear, which has always been his weakness. So this hero, I think, will be coming back. It's hard to say, but it seems very positive. There's a lot of people who secretly can play this hero, but they just don't play him anymore. They increased her damage by double, her S2. I don't know if this changes anything because she doesn't have a very good laning phase, but this increases her move speed. I mean her clear speed. Violet, they decrease the CD on S2, which is good. And if you land this S2 on minions, then your bonus damage from S2 will be doubled. So this helps her wave clear. I think she can one-shot the wave now at level 3. Maybe not. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I do not think this will make her viable because that's not her weakness in side lane. Her problem in side lane is there's a lot of bad matchups for her that she cannot avoid. Like her one roll is just not enough. And her mid game is her early to mid is very like unstable. So you can't get to pink bull reliably on her. She has too many counters now, so yeah. So Fennec, they still want him in the jungle. He does 25% bonus. He does 25, what does this mean? All of his damage gets bonus 25% true damage on jungle camps. And they're buffing his S2 to do insane damage. What is that? So this is crazy because now he can actually 1v1 people. Like this is double the damage and the burn is tripled. This is like a AoV Fennec, which is nice. So he's gonna be a good jungler, I think. I mean, he's always kind of good. But this is, his clear speed will be around 120, 125. So maybe he can do something with this. I don't know. We'll see how fast he clears. Okay, so they still want this guy in the jungle as well. His move speed on his passive is 30% now, I think. And then whenever he kills a target, any target, he gets this move speed 30% over 2 seconds as well. I'm not sure what that does. I guess this is like some very high IQ thing where you kill a minion before chasing an enemy. I don't know. Well, I don't know why they added this. S1, so every third auto, his damage is decreased slightly, but it does 100% bonus damage to jungle camps. Oh, this is really nice. And when he stacks up to, when he gets his third proc off, he gets bonus 30%. So that's really nice against enemies. You know, if you're not fighting in the jungle or pushing high ground, this is pretty nice. His traps are increased. This is very good as well because that means he can do several camps at once if he's smart about it. And they're decreasing his ult. So this is not bad. I don't think it changed. I mean, like, I really don't like how they changed this guy because his weakness is clear, right? He has no gap closer, and if he gets collapsed upon, he can't really like escape, right? 30% is not gonna help when you get CC'd. So like his issue has always been like he has to play really safe, right? Or really like sneaky. And all of these tools just help him become more sneaky. And whenever he plays sneaky and he's like really good, like it's a really good player playing him, it's very frustrating because he's really sneaky, right? And making him sneakier is just, it's not fun to play against him. Either you completely crush him because your team has really good heroes and you picked a great comp, which happens a lot, or the other way around is you can't catch him and he shits on everyone. I don't know. We'll see. This guy is, in my opinion, has always been viable because his S1 gives vision. And if a jungler can provide vision, then you don't have to have a support that like is tanky or engages. He can make the vision for himself, which will always be strong in ranked. So if you were thinking of playing this hero and thought he was shit, just play him. He's good. I see him in very, very high elo, and they're very good high elo players one-tricking this one. So she does bonus damage to minions, jungle camps, because jungle Marja is actually pretty good, but she's ranked, right? But so to make up for that, she's doing bonus damage to jungle camps. This guy's a melee, so they can jungle as intended. So S15, there's a nice battle pass, some free heroes, free skins, some new skins as well. One's for Xanis, Quillin, and the Cube Mage. I mean, you'll see them in game, so I don't have to talk about it. Let's see, quality of life changes. So yeah, to summarize, it's a lot of changes, but in typical Tencent style, this is like the warm-up. So there's some changes here that they clearly want you to play, like Marco Polo. There's some changes that are not as obvious, like maybe this one, maybe like this one, that they want you to slowly understand, and like this one they want you to stop playing, but you won't stop playing him because he's easy. But like there's some subtle changes here, and then all of these will make sense in the patch later, I think. I mean, the biggest patch change here is side lane ADC, right? But I don't know how much the high elo perception of ADC will change. People don't like ADC already in high elo, so we'll see. Oh, this hero will be pretty good too. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a mastermind. Like, it's very hard to predict what will be like super good. You have to let like high elo players experiment. Like the blue-haired guy Ryoma, he got buffed. Nothing happened for 2 weeks, and then people realized he's a broken jungler in top lane, like last season. So, yeah. Sometimes it just takes a very small change. Anyway, what's next? This is stupid. So the battle pass has a ranking of who's the highest level, but who gives a shit? Yeah, so this is the Xanath skin. This is the Quillen skin. Some nice. If you like the game, I would buy this. Because it supports the game. I honestly think it's a pretty good deal, right? It's only like 30 RMB and you get all this shit. And it forces you to play the game. That's the whole point. Here it shows your battle pass level. Interesting. And there are more items to redeem in the battle pass shop. Okay, I don't know what this means. They're increasing the XP cap for battle pass. Okay, what else? So apparently they've added a new bot mode where you can experiment, but you can also have bots as well. Training mode with bots. And they've added a new bot mode that plays the game faster, which I don't know what that means. But anyways, I don't play bot games, so it's not really my problem. But you can use every hero, even if you don't own them, and you can do your, typical stuff. Okay, so let's see what's next. I think everyone's credibility is going to be reset to 100. And I think they're revealing a new system. Just wait 1 second. Sorry guys. So yeah, they realized that 66% of players have over 100 credibility points, which destroys like the point of the system. And 15% of players have over 110. So you can just AFK randomly, like me. I like if the game is going bad, I could just AFK and nothing would happen to me, right? So everyone's gonna reset to 100, and apparently they've changed the categories to 1 star, to 2 stars, to 4 stars. And if you have like less stars, you can gain less points. And you need to be a good boy to get more stars. I don't know what they're doing here, but obviously they are making it harder to get more credibility points, which is good because like punishing someone for 16 points is a very big punishment. And I've done that before, so they'll never play ranked again. So don't troll your games or go FK or flame people. It's bad. So in summit mode, they canceled the restart function. There's a lot of garbage here to explain why, but I don't think it's important, right? And they've relaunched this. They have a detection system, which punishes people. And I've seen this work before. There's people who spam repick, right, or like force teammates to do it, and people who do that will get banned or punished. So people have been banned for 7 days for doing this. That's for abusing matchmaking, basically, right? Here is how if you restart X times, you get banned for X amount of minutes. This function, you can always automatically not surrender when people spam it. Here you can change your most played heroes. When you're in rank, people see this, right? You can just edit and choose whatever heroes you want. And then if you can play every hero, there's like I can play every hero. You can show this off. If you play dual queue or trio queue, and all of you play mages, it will send you a message saying, "Hey guys, all of you are mages. Are you sure you want to kill yourself in ranked?" Whatever, man. But nice. See, look at this. They give a shit about the game. It's crazy, right? Here is a ban suggestion. So if he wants to ban Elsu, you can press this button and it'll ban. You don't have to look through the hero list for him. Nice. And then you can, before the bans happen, you can say you want this hero and then it'll stay through ban phase and pick phase. You don't have to click it again. I don't know what this means. Oh, and you can cancel this before. Like before, if you pressed I want to play this hero, it always stayed on you, but now you can cancel it. And you can send your win rate before he helps you pick it. Nice. And this is the saddest change is they've moved Aram, Abyssal Clash, to entertainment mode. Because before it was considered an actual serious mode, but no one plays it anymore, I guess. Or, I don't know, very sad. Because obviously Aram is a very hardcore mode, but man. Here apparently you can show off like what achievements you've got before. Doesn't matter. They change. You can show off like you've been gold or silver or whatever. Who cares? You'll get none of these, so why do you care, man? Oh, that's sick. And then you can show it off in game to like intimidate the enemies. And you can prevent people from seeing this if you really care. If you're a weirdo, man. This doesn't matter. And they reworked some of the point systems for this. No one knows how, but yeah, I mean, they want people to stop spamming in diamond to get points. Whatever. Garbage. Garbage. Okay, I don't really like this, but they're adding like a summary of the game here, like gold. Makes the game easier. Here they're reminding you that you can press this yellow button to go back to the team. This doesn't matter. Diablo mode is changed to Friday to Sunday, so you can actually find the game. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Apparently they've done something to the spectating function, but I don't care. Spectating again. So it no longer records microphone sounds, so it no longer records you like jerking off to your phone when you like get like a triple kill. Doesn't matter. They're reworking her skins, Illumia skins. It's pretty nice. Reworking the Thane skin, that 28881 one. And then Violet skin is getting reworked as well. This is insane. So if you own two skins that are like similar, like they're couple series, like these two, then the system will spam in chat. You know, it's crazy. If you like, yeah, whatever. They reworked this look. Oh my god, there's so many bugs. Look, I don't read this part. They fixed Zephys S2 Flash, Monk S2 Flash. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know any of these. Apparently Toro could ult mid Alistair and Arm ult. Yes, finally. They're giving a buff icon when LULW ults. Finally, god damn it. Before you had to just look if his sword was like shining. Yeah. These bugs, I don't know, they fixed them, they care. This changes nothing. Rewrote some spells. Redesigned some skills. Free shit. Looks better now. And she's getting a pink chroma, which looks nice. They're scamming you. Oh my god. Changing the rotation of free skins. Ooh. This one I might look for. Yeah. Well, that's it. It was a bit long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll look to put out a tier list later. I don't know when, or my impressions of this patch. But yeah, I would say just try some of these new heroes out. Buy the battle pass because it supports the game. This hero seems very interesting now. And I'll let you guys know soon what's the most broken hero.